Hi, it's Mira here from Buzz Career Counselling. I was just doing some research for a client and I thought I would record it and show you what I am doing. I forget that, some things I do just become second nature, but it might be a bit of a tip for you guys. So I'm just going to share my screen. So what I was thinking, I was looking at the jobs to do after teaching, after classroom teaching. And one of the things I immediately go to is the training of adults. If people still want to be in the role of teaching, but just not in quite so full on as teaching perhaps primary school or high school. So one of the things I do is I've recently heard little bits and pieces about usually it's a Cert 4 in training and assessment, which has always been the ticket you need to go across to, be in vocational training. Even when I had a degree in education, I still required that to go across to vocational. Many things are the same, but obviously, slightly different things that you need to look at. So I've been hearing lately that the diploma in training and assessment is far more desired and sort of what the industry is now expecting. It's always been expected if you are wanting to teach the Cert 4 in training and assessment, the actual course itself, you need to teach something, you need to have it, or preferably the one above. But so in order to check that, what I immediately did was jump onto Seek and have a look and see what's the industry asking. So if I wanted to be a trainer and assessor, it doesn't matter where it is. Well, sometimes different states have different rules. So if you want to say Queensland or whichever state you're in, you can. But just sort of having a look. So there's one as a business trainer and assessor. And what I'm doing is I'm just quickly scanning for what do they want. Now here, Certificate 4 in training and assessment. Desirable, then they're looking for a little bit extra, sort of specific to the content. Okay, so that's good. Workplace trainer. Let's have a quick look there. So minimum of Cert 4, they're even asking for tertiary qualifications. Right, so we're trying to get a bit of an idea that if I did the Cert 4 in training and assessment, for example, is it going to be enough, or am I better off doing the diploma? And maybe, it's starting to sort of come in and they can't just automatically go, okay, as of today, we only accept diplomas because, us in the community haven't caught up to that information. So there's still, there's always a transition period when industries start changing expectations. But we're sort of looking at, so if you had a bit of so that one there is actually teaching the Cert 4. Still not asking for the diploma. Okay. Some have different standards. Training and assessor, workplace trainer. So Cert 4. I was looking just before when I was looking, there was some that are sort of desired the diploma. Hospitality. What do you need? So there you go. Sorry. So you see Cert 4 and then your diploma in your actual field. To teach. Cert 4. Okay. All right. So maybe some people were just requesting it. So when I had a good scan through like that, and I would keep going if I was disability support trainer, essential. Okay. So, in some fields, it's more important that you've got experience in what you're teaching, so they may not like it. But yeah, so that was just one of my ways. I would then go, so I would check that. I would check it a bit more thoroughly. And then I'd also go back and sort of go, okay, so which particular training roles would I be interested in? and then, you know, sort of double check those. I would also go on to, so another one is here. So myskills.gov.au. And I'll just show you the page before this. So you can see here, I wonder if there's an example. No, it's going to just see though. Sometimes it says in here, superseded, which means it no longer is the course that you do, and you do the next one up that's been replaced. I'll show you an example in a minute, but make sure you don't ever do a course that says superseded, because it means in about, say, 6 months' time, you're going to need to update it and pay more. So often, not often, but sometimes when you see courses that are super cheap, might be government funding, that's a different story, but sometimes when they're sort of super cheap, they're offering the old course rather than the new one, just simply because they haven't paid for the new one to be delivered. But just for now, we're looking at the Cert 4 in Training Assessment versus the Diploma of Training Design and Development. So a big part of training these days, and the jobs I see, you know, my radar's still out in training, is the online courses and developing those courses. So rather than just being someone who can teach them, they want this development, design and development aspect. So I imagine there'd be a fair bit of tech into these. So yeah, just have a look. Have that got it at the bottom? So these ones here, this down the bottom of this page, this is government, so it's not advertising. It will usually tell you the types of jobs or, you know, the difference between the Cert 4 and the diploma. So have a good look at that as well. It might clarify for you what jobs you can actually get. So this is saying that the senior trainer assessor, you'll come with the diploma rather than the workplace trainer assessor or just training and assessment. So have a look at that. May clarify for you which course to do. I'll just see if something comes up here. It's not coming up. I'm trying to show you something that says, here we go. So Cert 3 in Business Administration. It's been superseded. So what you're looking for when you're looking for courses, and I'm diverting now, but when you're looking for courses, it's this code is pretty important. So if you see an advertisement for a Cert 3 in Business Admin, that's a fairly common course that people do. And just check this code though, because this one has been superseded, which means this BSB 30415 is the old course. When you go on there, and I'm hovering over this question mark, it'll bring up the new course, which is BSB 30120. That's the new one that's overriding this one. So make sure you check that. That's what I was talking about before. Okay, I'll get back to my research now. Hope that helped. Bye. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you would like to keep up to date with any of the videos that I put out there, little tricks and tips and information. Thanks. It's Buzz Career Counselling, Mira here. Have a great day.